Hey everybody, I'm out here in the woods, believe it or not, and I found something that looks pretty interesting. I was just walking around, kind of hiking a little bit, just looking around, and noticed this right off of the trail, and it's weird because it's like, well, I'll just show you, but it's right here, okay, and you can see how that was placed in there. That stick placed right through that one that's already growing over that way. And this is interesting because, okay, you see how this is being utilized. It's something that was already curved, and I imagine it was just done naturally. Anyhow, it was already curved and it's going up that way. And then you can see that something was put here, and I don't think it fell there because I don't see anything like that around here. So anyway, that's pretty interesting. The reason though that it struck me as odd was, I'll show you in a second. There's looks like a bunch of stuff propped up there. I don't know, but okay, there's been a sighting. Actually, it's been a little while now out here where I'm at, kind of the opposite direction a little bit, but this is a spot that they have done a lot of things in the past. It's real close to it anyway. And what made that so interesting is that earlier I found this out here, and it's made kind of the same way, only on a much larger scale. Okay, you see that tree bent over like that? It's going up that way, and then you've got this one right here crossing it, making an X. And it's almost just like that one because you can see as I go over here under it, you can see where it's propped up almost the exact same way as the other one. I thought that was really interesting. It's almost like maybe one of the adults or something made this right here, and then possibly one of the younger ones went over there and copied what they were doing. I don't know, I thought that was neat though. My allergies are kicking up bad right now. Took my boys up in the woods for like a couple hours the other day and let them play around, and after that I was stopped up, but everything's bloomed here. But anyway, this X was really cool, I thought. It's just huge too, highly visible. Let's see if I can get a little bit lower, get the whole thing. It's hard to do because it is large. Yeah, it's huge. Huge X. But I found that to be interesting. And let's see. There's a few other things I could show you over here. There's a little bent tree over there. And right here, okay, if you walk straight, from where I just was, across the paths, you go right exactly to where that first X that I showed you was. It leads you directly to it. Like if you just walk straight from that one to this one. So anyway, there's that, and just thought that was kind of weird how that X right there is directly in a straight line. Kind of weird, but anyway, there's a big clearing right here. And there's probably stuff in there that I haven't seen, but I don't think, wow, I don't know what that was. That was just something popping up in the woods. I don't know what that was though. It sounded like wood. Anyway, always something happening out here. There's a hole right there, and kind of interesting because there's also a hole right here in this mound of dirt right there, and it's been there forever. I remember seeing it, you know, all the time out here, but the whole time I've been here. But right here, I didn't know, it really didn't know if that was meant to be an X or not. But it's kind of made the same way as the other ones. You can see one tree, one of the little sapling right there is bent. It's bent over right there at the bottom. Excuse me. And it's going up that way. Then you've got this one crossing it, just laid across it. And it's the same concept as these other two. So, I don't know, man. One of them's really small, one of them's a little bit bigger right there. I mean, they're really close to each other too. That one's right there. Then you got this one, and the other one is just right over there in a straight line from this one. So, I don't know. I really don't know about that, but it's just kind of neat that they're all done the same way. Thought that was interesting how that is, but I come up here at night a good bit, and they're always around at night when I come up this way. And I mostly come up this way because you can see there's a good path. This is one of like my main roads, so I don't have to stumble around through the woods, and I can come up here without light, and I know exactly where I'm going. So I've chosen this area to kind of frequent at night. This looks like a little clearing right here. I don't know. It's got a lot of shelter, a lot of cover. But anyway, so at nighttime, though, I can come up here, and if I just stand here for about 10 or 15 minutes, I will start hearing movement all around me. Not just like one thing, more than one thing moving around me. And I come to about where I'm at right now, this little area, because I decided this would be a good spot because there's just tons of stuff that they've done down that way. There is all this stuff that they've done here, and up there is the top of the hill where I had the encounter with the Sasquatch that ran from me and Brian that night. Ran past us that night, I should say, because it's exactly what happened. It was an extremely close encounter. But I haven't shown any of this stuff in a long time, and I actually haven't really looked around closely out here in a long time either. But in this little area, I mean, you can see there's tons of stuff laying around. Tons of it. Sticks everywhere. And I can still remember a lot of this stuff, like this curved tree right here, still there from when I found it a couple years ago. Right there. And it's neat because it's bent like that. Like in a curve. It's just weird. It's stayed there for a long time too. But like I was saying, though, if I come out here at night and just stand there and don't use any lights or anything like that, no cameras, nothing like that. I haven't tried an audio recorder yet, but I'm definitely planning on doing that because I've talked to Mike Patterson a lot about it, and because he mainly used audio, and he's always confirmed to me that there's nothing that suggests that they have a problem with audio recordings. But I'm gonna try that at some point. But stuff falling now, or they're throwing stuff. That's another thing that happens to me a lot now. They throw things to let me know they're there. Just like that. That was a rock. I saw it hit. That was a rock. I saw it bounce off the trail there. So, it's them. I'm almost sure of that. But they do that a lot too. And I know it's not things that are falling out of trees, because I will hear them sailing through, like through the leaves, and land really close to me. It's always around me though. They've never hit me with anything. But they definitely don't have any reason to. They know that. But anyway, they come out here, and I'll hear them, I'll hear them breathing, I'll hear them stepping, and just slight movements that I'll hear. And there's a few crazy things that have happened that I'm not really going to get into right now, but I will elaborate on them at some point. But that's a lot of what I did when I stopped recording. I started coming up at night in places like this, and this one always seemed to get the best response here in this little area. So I know they're around this spot particularly. There's like another little hole in the ground too. I don't know what in the world these have to do with anything, but there's always some kind of dip in the ground or ditch or hole or something. And I mean something substantial, nothing like real small, in the areas where they make stuff, where they do stuff. So I don't know, it's kind of weird if you ask me. But anyway, here's something else here. Had a really wet few mushrooms. I think that might be Amanita muscarias, actually. But it's been raining like crazy up here because I'm actually not that far from the coast, and we get a lot of the tropical weather up here too. Another one. Usually, for some reason, animals love Amanita muscaria mushrooms, and they are like extremely psychedelic, and they're legal. and don't contain any psilocybin. They have ibotenic acid, which turns into muscimol when it's consumed and metabolized, and that will give you a psychedelic experience. They're also the most heavily depicted mushrooms in history. And they also call them the fly agaric mushroom because you can mix them up with milk. And it's supposed to be a fly deterrent. They say it works. Never done it, but never know. Might try it. Anyway, there's your little mycology lesson for today. Alright, right here. Look at this. This is neat. Got this thing right here going through that, and I think that would be hard for it to fall there. Just right in there, I would think. Look at that, the way this is all stuck in there. Right there. You got that. It's really crazy. It's stuck right through the fork of that tree. And then you got that stuck through the fork of that right there. And it's crossing like that. So I've never seen this out here before. This is something new. It's weird. It's almost like it, I mean, it's in an X type of shape, but I don't know. It's not very distinguishable, this one. And they're usually a lot neater than that when they, a lot more precise when they make those. So I don't know what the deal is with it, but right here, I was just talking away when I was recording this a minute ago. This stick leaned up right there, and then you got this too. This has been here a while, but it's really interesting to me still because this, I was actually, I think I recorded this when it was freshly snapped a few years ago, and you can see it goes laid up through the little fork or that branch in the tree or meat. And then right here you got the tip of this up here on that branch. And I've seen these formations in other places too. I don't know what they mean, really I don't, but I haven't even seen them in any kind of pattern where I could distinguish things, and I don't know, I just don't know about this, but I have seen it in several other places, and with in pictures other people have taken. I talked to a lot of people about this stuff, and a lot of the people, oh, I'm not going to say a lot, but some of the people I speak to and talk to, discuss this stuff with, have similar situations, like on their property. They'll have them living out there, and they'll find structures and stuff all the time, and a lot of them are exactly the same. And a lot of these people are in Georgia, actually. There's only like 2 more in Alabama that I know and talk to about it, but the majority of these people are in Georgia, and they have the same things, like the exact same formations. And it's almost like this is all just a universal way of communicating for them. I've always thought that too, because you have X's that show up in Australia and like, I mean, just wherever, really all over the world, anywhere that there's been reports of Sasquatch type beings, there have mostly been X's involved. They've found them in those places. I mean, like Canada and stuff, which is really damn far from where I'm at. You know, I mean, there's all over the place. That's snapped right there. I don't know what's up with that, but the way this has kind of been like broken over right there, it's kind of weird. It's leaned up and snapped there. It's crossing that right there. I don't know if that's meant to be anything or not, but anyway, it seems like there was something else I just saw over here. I lost track of it. There's a lot of stuff out in this little spot, like this right here. Like that's leaned up through those, and those are crossed like that. And you can see, man, nothing's getting through there to fall. That is not gonna fall and land like that. And I don't even see that type of tree anywhere near here. Nothing like that around this spot. Yeah. But anyway, there's stuff all over the place. Over here too. And you can see pathways. Like right now, you can see this pathway right here. And that's the way they travel, man. They definitely tack the ground down when they walk. But a bunch of stuff leaned up there. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything or not. But there's all this too. Sticks leaned up here in the fork of that. All that stuff leaned up. You got one down here. It's leaned up. You got this one, that one going through there. It's pretty neat. Well, what's up with that? Huh. But anyway, that's really about all I've got in this area, I think, that I've seen today. And I've been out here a while. I'm gonna head back. But anyway, I really appreciate everybody watching, and let me know what you think about this stuff. And remember, I've got a Facebook page for this channel, so you guys feel free to check that out if you want. I post a lot of pictures and stuff like that, screenshots and things on it, and haven't done that in a while though. But I do have content to put up there right now. That's kind of weird. Look at this. What the hell is that? Crazy. Look at that. Wow, man. It's a ton of like skin. Wood right here. Look at this. Why it's like that? It's like something was peeling it, it looks like. Yeah, I've seen them do that before. I've seen stuff that they've peeled bare like that. Huh. I don't know, it's kind of weird. There's a massive tree bend over there that I haven't ever seen before either. Let's check this out. This area, I've recorded this area a bunch and it just keeps on changing. There's stuff all over the place here. And kind of like a little playground for them or something. Stuff everywhere. Always stuff everywhere out here too. Like wood just all over the place. And it's not like that anywhere but here. Oh, that's weird. Thought it was bent, but it's not. It's just kind of leaned up on that tree. Yeah, man. There's so much stuff out here in this one spot. A lot of that skin too. It's crazy. Bunch of big rocks out here too. Whoa. Yeah. That's like a kind of a trail marker right there. That's what they put those there for. To mark a path. I'm betting the path is like right through there. And looks like it's cleared and been walked right through here. Yep. Now you're on the main road. The main trail out here. Get down this way for a second. There used to be a structure down here. Huh. It used to be over here. It's not really. Some of it may have fallen. I mean, it's been a long time that this thing has been here. But got that there. And used to be just stuff stuck all through this. Something may have come and knocked it down a little bit. It was a lot different. It's interesting. Alright. Spiders. Ugh. Oh man. Yep, they do a lot out here. They're always in this area right here. Alright, well, I'm gonna take off, everybody. But tree just hanging there on that limb or something. Fell. Just looking around a little bit while I walk out of here. Alright. So that's about it. Okay, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. And there's a few other things that I'm going to record soon that I found that I want to show you guys too. They're pretty neat. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with you soon.